This podcast is meant for mature audiences only and contains strong sexual language. Welcome to Sex, Love, and the Black Experience with your hosts, Miss Kiki Love and Miss NeshaB of Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. We're just two dope sisters who love to talk about sex and give our amazing guests a platform to share their experiences and expertise as it pertains to sex, love, and the Black experience. So let's get started.
Welcome back, niggas and nigglets.
Stupid.
Welcome back to Goddess Glimpses with your hostesses with the mostest. I am Miss Kiki Love.
And I'm Miss NeshaB, and we are Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. Pew, pew, pew.
You know we got to do the flares. Like that. Yes, we are back in the building. And we got a lot to talk about.
I mean, we do this every month, right? Yes. And we do a lot of stuff in a month. We do a lot of shit in a month. So it's like,
listen, nigga,
we got a lot to say. That's why we do the Goddess Glimpses, right?
Because there's a lot be going on.
So what happened with you this month?
A lot, nigga.
What?
A lot. June was a lot. June was Pride.
Woo!
This is the last weekend for Pride.
Last day.
Yeah, last day. Well, no, because
tomorrow's the 1st.
Yeah. Oh, shit. It's show. I thought it was the 31st.
No,
okay.
and my birthday is in July.
Yes.
Woo, woo, woo. The very last day.
The very last day. Yes. And so... yeah, so shout out to Pride Month.
Yes.
We had an amazing Pride Month. We did a lot of things in Pride. Shout outs to Juneteenth.
Yes.
Okay, because I've been celebrating that since knee high to a grasshopper because my grandma didn't play that. And so, you know, we just want to pay homage to the ancestors.
Yes.
For Juneteenth in Galveston, Texas. It's very important to us that we know our fucking history. Because, you know, my nigga Kendrick, you know what I'm talking about, he did something for the people. And people felt away about some shit. And I was like, they was mixing up shit.
Yeah, like, they just let's have them they'll get over it. It was an amazing show. I saw it when I came back from
I was
Oregon.
Like, pop out and show, nigga.
It was very West Coast. It was
Period.
very
Shout
West
out
Coast,
to the
but
West. You know,
it was amazing.
Period.
I got to see it on YouTube. Somebody had recorded the whole video, and then when you could hear their voice behind, like they was on the phone talking to people. I was like, okay, now you done recorded it, and now we can hear your whole conversation into the next performance. But it was great.
But it was amazing. June was amazing. We did a lot in June. There was a lot of stuff going on that we did as far as...
like what? What'd you do?
I saw a lot of shit, man. I saw a lot of people fucking.
Where?
At the goddess's house. There was a lot of fucking going on in June. Goddess Aya literally did something every fucking weekend.
Yeah.
June.
But she did a Pride pool party. I didn't get a chance to go to that one.
I did, and I went to that shit because your ass was in the wilderness in the motherfucking woods.
But it was one of the best trips ever. But what I will say, I'm going to tell you what I love about the Goddess's house. So we... So, in the lifestyle, usually it's typically like the heteronormative type lifestyle parties where it's usually the heterosexual. And if there are same-sex play, it's usually women still from that male gaze type thing. Yeah. Whereas the Goddess's house is very welcoming. It's very LGBTQ friendly. And it's a lot of people of color there, a lot of Black people there, which you don't see a lot of times. People want to find, again, we're about finding safe spaces for people of color to express themselves and really, figure it out.
Pop out and show, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's a lot of people that are coming that have never been to play parties before. Like, I find myself being like the socialite at those events. Like, I walk around and, hey, how you doing? And have you been here before? Oh, was it what you expected? That's the type of person that I am. The social butterfly. And then she has the saltwater pool that I had never been in a saltwater pool.
You didn't come out ashy or nothing.
Nothing. Man, my skin felt amazing.
I was like, okay, salt water.
I love that salt. I mean, like, I'm trying to do research to see how I can switch my pool to salt water. But that's what I love about the Goddess's House. That's what I love about connecting with people of color who are providing amazing spaces for people of color, so that we can, sometimes we need to be seen. We need to feel like, we're a part. Sometimes you want to be in spaces where the culture is represented. Yes, you know absolutely. What I'm saying? And that you are not fetishized. No. So that's what's important. When I left, like, I've seen so many different things. Like, I've met intersex people. I've met trans people. Got to see them have sex. Because I'm a voyeur. That's me. I like to look.
What was so funny at the Goddess's House, there was an intersex person there and a trans male to female there, and they had sex in front of everybody, and it was amazing.
But I had a great conversation with them in the pool, because they had said because I'm a hermaphrodite, and I was like, wait a minute. I thought that was
no.
I thought that was a no. I thought we say intersex. And they were like, well, it's like the N-word. I could say it, but you can't. I was like, oh, okay. But, we had a really interesting conversation, and they told me their story. Yeah. And I was like, this is something that your story is important to share with people. Right. Because a lot of people can really learn a lot. Yeah, but what I love about going to the play parties too is that I can see, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the first time I ever seen an intersex person naked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And how the workings of their body, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, that was educational for me, but I'm gonna tell you what I love about it too. It was a lot of black men that were coming, and it was their first time in spaces like this.
And they were uncomfortable. And
I think exposure is important. Yes. Because it normalizes people. Yes. If you hear about trans and you hear about all these different things, different people, and you've never met them. Right. Sometimes you get other people, but when you come into a space where everybody is just like being themselves and and being real cool and relaxing and getting to know people and having real conversations, then it changes your perspective. Absolutely. And that's what I love about connecting with Goddess Aya. Yes. And just connecting with a lot of people in Arizona in the pleasure space,
and
period.
Just across the West Coast in general, we are going to be doing some really cool shit. We just announced our Kink
Connect Creative.
Yes.
No, we are his name.
And we are excited to be doing that.
So let's talk about that. Yeah. Because a lot of people are like kind of confused. Just imagine a space for people who are in the pleasure community, the pleasure space. Mm-hmm. What is the thing that's always important to us is creating content, networking and collaborating. Imagine a space for an entire day from morning to night where you can take pictures. So we'll have professional photographers there, right? Yes. That's taking pictures in different scenes and spaces so that you can have some content, because we're always constantly looking for content. Right. But now you've got multiple people that are in the kink and pleasure space that you can connect with, you can take pictures with. You can bring your ring light and use your phone and take pictures in this beautiful mansion with a beautiful backdrop, right? Mm-hmm. That you can go from room to room and take amazing pictures, right? And then you can have ultimately like a year's worth of content that you can use. You can interview each other. You can, this is what we're trying to do. Is we know that content is important, and we know that community is important, and we know that networking is important, and we know that collaboration is important, right? Yes. So that is the purpose of the Kink Connect Creative is that we come together and we take pictures and stuff. And so we are calling out people who are in the kink space. If you're into shibari, if you are into BDSM or anything, and you have an opportunity to meet and connect with other people, you can get some pictures of if you want to tie people up, you can get some pictures and content and things like that. So come on through. We have a form. You can go to our OM Goddesses 20 IG and click on the link, and it's all of our links, and there's a form that you can fill out if you're interested in our Kink Creative Connect. And it's September 28th or 28th or 29th?
28th. September 28th.
Okay, September 28th. And which is a Saturday, and it's from morning to night, in a beautiful space and location. Yes. And we got all come together, and it's all about content.
And it is
that's all it is.
It is a limited space, you guys.
Yes.
So spaces are going to be very, very limited. We're looking about 16 people total to be a part of this event.
Yes.
So spaces are limited, so it will fill up very, very fast. So if you are interested, please DM us or go to the link in the bio
and fill out the form. That's what we prefer.
Form on our Instagram, and our Facebook as well. If you want to join our Discord as well, you can also
not our Discord, our family. We moved it from Discord. We moved it to Facebook. So we have a AZ Pleasure Community Facebook. Mm-hmm. The purpose of that is about understanding, coming together, collaborating, networking, but also sharing best practices with each other. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the business of sex, it's very hard for us to go to like these vanilla SBA different places, right, and get advice about our business, because people don't understand our business, right? So what's important is that all of us who have that collective knowledge can come together and share. Correct. And I did learn something about hot seating. And so that's something that we can come together as a collective, and we can help you specifically with your issues around your business. And so again, with OM Goddesses, community is important. It's everything. It's everything. Stop living in silos, y'all. We in Arizona, we're like pockets here, pockets there, or we're trying to hoard stuff and be like, I could figure it out myself. You don't have to figure it out yourself. We all can help each other, as long as you don't have that scarcity mindset. If you are hoarding mindset, or you take what you take, and you don't give, then we don't want you. I'm just saying that.
But it's with Black folks, a lot of the times, it is that scarcity mindset that we have to get over. That we have.
Not everybody, though. We've met some amazing people that don't have that.
Not everybody has that. Not everybody has that, but a lot of us do.
Yes.
Because it's condition. It's conditioning, right? So we have to get over that. And so we at OMG, we don't think that way. So if you're thinking that way, we don't want you. We don't want you in there, nigga.
But why don't we think that way? We don't think that way because we feel like what's meant for us is meant for us. So if I share some information with you,
and you rock and you roll,
you rock and roll with and you blow up, that's great. Yeah. That doesn't affect our success and what is meant for us.
Exactly.
So again, it's the AZ Pleasure community, Pleasure Advocate community. Facebook. You can get the link to that also on our IG and our Facebook. Yes. We have all the links, and there's a link you can click on, and you can join our Facebook community. It's growing.
Yes. Yes, we're excited.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, I just came back from Sex Geek Summer Camp.
Yes, bitch, you was in the wilderness, in the woods and shit.
I was in Oregon. It was cold the entire time, right? While y'all was like burning up here, right? It was like averaging about 40 to 50 degrees. No. And I bought this what do you call it?
It looked like a pig in a blanket.
It was called a wearable blanket, and it was worth the investment. Okay. I was like, this is going to be in my, so when I get home, when am I ever going to use this? This is going to be sitting in a box in my, garage. Right. But my mom gets cold all the time at home, so now she wears it because she's like, it's cold in here. Can you turn up the, make it warmer? And I'm like, no, but you can put on this wearable blanket. So I found a use for it. But when I tell you it saved my life, it was cold and rainy the entire time. It was about 115 pleasure advocates from all over the world. I met people from the UK, from Canada, people from all over the United States. And I just forged amazing relationships. But shout out to readaboutsex.com. Because this was his baby. This was the 10th anniversary. And the reason why I decided to go at the last minute was because this was his last one.
Right.
And I was like, I cannot miss it. I had heard about it a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, next year. I kept putting it off. And when I heard that this was the last one, I absolutely went. And I am so glad. And because this was the last one, this was the largest one. Usually they average about 60 people. This was like 113 people.
Wow.
Okay. And we were out in the woods at a camp.
Yes, in the wilderness.
It was a lot of hills and stuff. I realized that I have to get my health in order and get in shape, because
I saw you slipping and sliding, bitch.
Girl,
it was a lot.
It was a lot, but we had so much fun. Yes. I have learned so much. I was mentally and physically exhausted when I came back. Like I needed, I think it took me days to recover.
It took you about a week.
Yeah, because I was like I missed my husband and we couldn't even connect because I was like, he was tired, I was tired. It took a week for us to connect, because you know what I mean by connect, right? So it took a week, but I was just all I can say is the information that I have, these are things that I can't wait to share with the AZ Pleasure community, because I really want us all to win. I want us all to grow. And we were talking about
cuddle parties and shit.
I learned about cuddle parties.
I was like, okay,
I learned about massage parties. Right. I learned about Eros dancing and what Eros is, and just how to express yourself and dance around just Eros, which that has a deep meaning around that.
Right.
And then I just met some dope people. I met this amazing couple that travel. They have an RV.
Yes.
And they travel. Shout out to Rocky and Sarah.
Yes.
And now they were like, oh yeah, it's the shaggin' wagon. And I was like, oh shit, me and my husband, I want an RV so bad. I was like, man, honey, let's get our RV and just travel, and we can call it Old People Fuggin', and we'll spell it PHUGGIN. We'll put that on there. I was like, that would be so fun. I was like, we could, travel all around to different events to speak, and and then we can record it, and I think we would get along fine. I said, you know what, let's rent one for 2 weeks and see if we can do it first, because we might get on each other's nerves. But I don't know. I just feel so carefree now. I don't care about things anymore. I would sell the house in a minute if I could just be free and just travel, because I love to travel. But I just want to say that I got to put it together so that we can all, because I'm a hands-on person when I do training.
Right.
So I don't want to lecture. So when we talk about it, I want it to be hands-on, and about it, because time is money. We all are super, super busy.
Right.
So by the time, we finish whatever that lesson plan is, everybody has completed something towards their business.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I put that aside. Now I'm doing the next step. So that's what I'm trying to think. But we talked about your funnel system.
Yes.
We talked about, how to, we talked about AI. We talked about shadow banning.
Yes.
We talked about how to get sponsorship. We talked about so many different things related to the business. And I mean, our heart is for the pleasure advocate community, but if you're also an ally, if you want to learn that, you can also be a part of it too. Just know that a lot of times we're going to relate things to the to the pleasure business, but you can still learn something from it. So I know I said a lot, but it was such a great experience.
Yeah, I heard there was some ruffling of some feathers too.
I don't even want to go there. Let me just tell you. I mean, because there was an incident because what I loved is that they honored, and what I'm finding now, like even last night when we went to the chocolate burlesque, is that a lot of organizations or companies now they're honoring the ancestor, the Native Americans who owned that land prior. So that was something that was my first time experiencing that. That was something that Reed did. Also, he gave us a few hours, the people of color, and we had like a BIPOC pool party. Yes. And there was somebody who, and during that time, then the non-BIPOC people had a little gathering to talk about allyship. And there was somebody who was offended by it. They handled it. You know what I'm saying? They handled it, but
better than me.
But what I'm saying is that reading them, they took care of it. Yep. They explained, but what they don't understand is them having the issue with it was the very reason why we needed that space. Yeah. And we were such out of 113 people. It was such a small BIPOC community, right? And it was a great time, really, just to connect.
And I'm glad
in that space.
I'm glad you went, because had I had heard, because we talked about this in the car.
But I was shielded from it. Like I heard about it, but I wasn't around when the things were said, and they took care of it. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want one small incident to damper how amazing this experience was. I was so glad to go and represent OMG and to represent the AZ Pleasure community.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was awesome. But like I said, they would have put me out. They would put me out, friend. They would put me out. Because you know how pro-black I am. And I don't play that. And so had I heard
we had other pro-black people there that took it, that, they addressed it. Yeah. And also the fact that, shout out to Reed, because he addressed it and he handled it. So
and that's all that matters. And that's what allyship is about.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that I do want to address, that there was a person of color who was around when this person said something, and when they said it, it was like the other BIPOC people didn't respond. Yeah. And then when that person was asked to leave, everybody was clapping, and the person of color that I was speaking to was like, they should have spoken and said, well, nobody addressed it when the person said they had to go get, Reed to handle it. Mm-hmm. And they felt some type of way, like, how are you going to clap about it when this person, when they said what they said, it was like crickets. So, that's why I'm glad that they did a whole thing around allyship. Yeah, yeah. Because we need allies in this fight. You know what I'm saying? And people have to understand that even being quiet,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. Like, you need to speak up if somebody is saying something that's inappropriate. Right. Period. It sometimes it resonates better if it's coming from someone that looks like them. Period. So that's just something that I just wanted to add to that.
Yeah, it was. But like I said, friend, I was proud of you because I saw you on that slip and slide. And I said, my bitch.
I went down twice.
Right. And I said, look at my nigga going down a slide.
Yeah, but here's what's crazy.
I'm going to show you a bitch going down a slide.
So I will say this. Whenever you around a bunch of sex people, sex happens there. Like, they had a play party every night. And me being the voyeur, I went to play party and I was looking. I was looking at everything. Yeah. But also, they were doing massages there. It was, oh my God, shout out to Yoda, because Yoda was like, he's a massager. Now, he massaged you naked. Oh. I ain't care, because he was working all them kinks out in my back and stuff. And then I stayed at the play party one night till 4 a.m. waiting on him. But he was so good that so many people were getting massages that I missed out, and I was mad because I was like, damn, I could have went to bed 2 hours ago, waiting on him. I had a lot of firsts there, like the cuddle party, the massage party. I rode a Sibian. Sibian is like a you don't ever see like it looks like a little saddle thing.
Yes.
You know what? I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'll do like a testimony about it, and I'll have the right verbiage on it. But it has attachments to it.
Okay.
Like that you could ride, and I wanted to try it, but I didn't want to take my clothes off.
Right.
So I kept my pants on. And I rode one that was just like, it was just like clitoral stimulation. Right. Let's just say I needed a puppy pad and I needed to change my pants afterwards, because that thing was fire. Okay. Why do I want one now? Okay. And I want to take it to the play parties. Have people try it. But, I mean, just a lot of first. Yes. It was my first time ever going to camp ever. When I was a kid, I didn't go to camp.
Right.
So that was my first time going to a camp.
Yes.
I mean, it was just a lot of first.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, these are people that I met. Like when I came home, I felt some type of way.
Yeah.
And we had these walls of where you could write in words of encouragement to each other. So we had envelopes and people could put like encouragement in there.
Yes, yes.
And I didn't read mine. I waited. And then when I was feeling down, like missing everybody and missing that experience, because I felt like it was like a euphoric experience where you're around a bunch of like-minded people.
Yes.
When I got down, now what I do is when I'm down, I read them.
Okay.
I read those words of encouragement. It just makes me feel better. I'm about to get teary-eyed. It was such an amazing experience, and I really can't wait to take this knowledge and bring it to the pleasure community, because it's time for us to grow. It's time for us to win. What we have is so important.
Yes.
What we offer is so important. And so many people don't think that sex is important, but it is important for our spiritual, mental, physical health, everything.
Yep.
So it's important that everybody who has something to offer learn the business side, so that we can really grow and explode and give people pleasure out here. Let them teach them how to have amazing sex, be free, feel beautiful, all of that shit.
Yes. Last night was fun though. Last night was a blast in a bottle. We drove to Tucson to support our sister.
Yes, it's like candy.
Yes, and when I say that was one of the best burlesque shows that we've ever seen, and when I tell you our sister put on a fucking show.
And what was it? It was all black.
Yes.
The hotel was black. The downtown Clifton Hotel in Tucson is black owned.
Them. Yes.
The all the sponsors
Not
were
only
black.
is it black owned, but it's black female owned. Let's be very clear about that. And we got to meet the owner last night. And when I tell you that sister is amazing, she's doing amazing work.
Absolutely.
And when we showed her what we do, she was like, "Say less."
Yes.
Let's work.
So I don't know. The expo in 2026 might be moving to the Clifton Hotel. So we'll see. But in 2025 February is our the Goddess's House is our venue sponsor, and we're going to have the expo, so be on the lookout for that as well. So make sure you follow us, because we'll be and if you are in the pleasure community or you're a performer and you want to be a part of the Melanated Sex Expo, please get in touch with us.
We are excited. Listen, but we had a time last night. It was an amazing show. Please follow us on social media so you can see some the reels and highlights. And yesterday also, I got to chase our baby, Chase and Sex. He invited us to come to the grand opening of Your Health and Wellness. It's a new testing site here in the Phoenix area. It's actually right up the street here. It is just amazing. I got to see the testing site, and they do full panel testing, you guys. So they do.
But what's most important about that is without shame.
No, without shame. Correct.
So sometimes people don't want to go, like if you are like sexually active or you have multiple partners, usually you can go to your doctor. They'll test you once a year, right? But if you have multiple partners and things like that, and you need to test regularly, like maybe every 3 months or so, which is recommended, you can go there and there's no shame. And that's what's important. You know that people look down at you because of your lifestyle and how you live. We don't have time for that. We want you to be safe. That's what's important, and know your status.
Yes. So it was very much a busy June. A lot of things going on. We, again, are always humble for every opportunity that we get to support the community and do the work that we love to do. Eventually, we're gonna leave these goddamn corporate jobs and do this full time because we really do love what we do. It is a passion, so we are just so honored and humbled every time we get asked to come or do or support our people. So thank you guys for an amazing June. Anything else that you want to talk about?
The only thing is next month, also Chase and Sex Ed, also known as Dick Skinny,
period,
asked us to be a part of the Project Condom. So we actually are going to merge condoms, like the education about safe sex and fashion. So we're actually going to be contestants in the Project Condom, where we're actually going to create an garment from condoms.
Yes.
And Miss Kiki is going to walk the runway in a condom outfit.
I'm gonna pop out and show
and that's gonna be as soon as we get the flyer, we'll share it.
Yes.
That is July 13th
on our social media.
at Charlie's.
Yes.
At Charlie's Bar in Phoenix. And that's going to be so much fun. I love doing fun projects and doing fun things, but still teaching safe sex.
He asked us, we went to dinner, he asked us, he was like, listen, I love you guys, and I want you guys to be a part of this.
Which it was very humbling.
Right. It's listen, we're always humble and so grateful every time we get an opportunity to be a part of things in the community. So again, thank you, Chasey. We love you so much, and we are very, very, very excited. So, yes. So be on the lookout for that. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Awesome. Well, this has been Goddess Glimpses, y'all. Brr, 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 brr. Pop out and show niggas.
Thank you for watching Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast. Please continue to tune in and keep watching. And follow us at omgoddesses.com, join our VIP list, or Facebook and IG at omgoddesses20 and Twitter at omgoddesses.